Hey guys, it's Ruby from Ruby's Lighthouse Tarot. How are you doing? So I'm here today on the Leo new moon. Today is August 4th, new moon in Leo. All right, so I wasn't planning on doing a reading today, but I figured I might as well come on here and see what we're pulling in for this new moon in Leo energy regarding twin flame specifically. So I'm going to pull a twin flame ascension card or two and see what messages we get and kind of just go from there. All right. So let's get a couple cards for the twin flames that I have here in this collective energy. We'll kind of go from there. We get rebirth to start, the rebirth card. Wow. I'm looking at the imagery of that right away. That's not one that I've ever pulled before. And then I'm getting practice self-love. And then I think I'll do one more card for this Leo new moon energy today. And whenever you're seeing this reading, it could be relevant for you. It doesn't have to be for this new moon energy that we have going on, but there could still be something in this reading for you. Merkaba activation. Wow. All right. And then we have mystical messages. Follow the signs. Okay. So I'm not super familiar with this deck. It might take me a few minutes to find the placement of where these go, because it's got a different way to look it up. So I'm going to do rebirth first. All right, rebirth. Personal freedom unleashed. The rebirth phase of the ascension journey can be an extremely painful process as you are stripped of personal habits, core beliefs, and karmic patterns. This process is referred to as the shaman's death, the death of your old self. Just like the phoenix, you will rise up out of the ashes and step into your new identity, becoming the person you were meant to be. Letting go of control will unleash personal freedom. Trust that your heart is leading you in the direction of your destiny. Be gentle with yourself. You are being reborn into someone new. Believe in your newly discovered abilities and affirm that everything you need to fly forward is inside of you. When the rebirth card shows up, it suggests that you use this painful period to help others. Doing so will assist you to step out of your own circumstances and awaken your inner flame. This will ignite your soul with passion, making your journey a beautiful experience as you see the gift in your painful quest. And what's interesting is I've never pulled this card. Like I said, this deck is really new for me. I've never pulled this card before, but I was thinking about how the shape of it's a butterfly, which does indicate like rebirth, kind of the death card, vibes off of this. But I was noticing that to me, it was looking a lot like a lotus flower. And that's why I was like talking about how I was looking at the imagery of the card. But that's what I was thinking. And I guess that's actually valid to what this is talking about, which is pretty cool. Hi, Echo. It's my little puppy. All right. So next we're going to go to practice self-love. That's 38. And also the other thing I was going to say about that card that I was really trying to, that's the other thing I was going to say about this card that I was getting for myself was about questioning, like, am I resonating with people on this channel? Are they picking up what I'm putting down? Because when you have a brand new YouTube channel like this, all you can do is put your energy out there and you don't really get that much feedback. It's like yelling into a cave and you're like, hello, and you're waiting for the echo to come back out like, hello. You know what I mean? Like, are there people out there? Are you receiving what I'm getting? And I was really feeling that this morning, just going through this process. I'm going through a tarot certification process through another channel. And I'm doing personal readings for people, which you can get immediate feedback for. But when it comes to like the YouTube aspect of it, the collective energies, it's a little bit different. But I love when it was just talking about how through the act of healing, you can receive what you need, the clarity that you need, and the ability to work through any challenges that you might be having in your own life. And it was really confirmation for me. Okay, so I think the second one we got was practicing self-love. So I'm just going to go ahead and get to that one. See if I can get it so you can really see it. Okay. Self-love is a prerequisite for a heart-centered life. If you want the ultimate relationship, it starts with the relationship you have with yourself. Practicing self-love impacts your thoughts, feelings, emotions, your choices and actions, and your relationships. The ability to love yourself is a direct reflection of how you perceive who you are in everyday life. Wow. You have experienced feelings of being unloved in many lifetimes that has left your inner child feeling neglected, causing you to feel separated from your inner source of love. When you feel hurt and rejected, it causes your heart to close off, most likely by taking things personally. This triggers you to react according to suppressed emotions, including feeling unworthy of true love. This card indicates that you should listen to your inner voice. When you nurture your inner child, it creates a safe haven, which helps you feel respected, heard, and loved because your needs are being met. This enables you to master the art of true love by overcoming difficulties that prevented you from experiencing loving relationships. And I just am like, this is very feminine energy to me, the picture of this here. The flowers, the pink, the baby in the womb here being nurtured, I'm being drawn to. And this is like the journey. And here again, too, with the Merkaba activation one, I'm seeing another flower. Well, it looks like a flower. Maybe it's not. Interesting. I was seeing it as a flower. So I'm seeing lotus, the flowers in the practice self-love card. And then I'm seeing what looks like a flower shape in the Merkaba activation card. And so I'm really hearing divine feminine, divine feminine, divine feminine. This is the journey, part of the journey of the divine feminine is a lot of us, including myself, have experienced either rejection or not feeling unconditional love from others, maybe trying to give it out, but not necessarily receiving that back from other people. And being in relationships where people aren't able to or willing to give us what we need back emotionally. And so it's about, and I know it has been for me, my journey has been a lot about loving myself even despite being abandoned by people that were important to me in my life over and over and over again. And this lifetime being an extension of the previous lifetimes of the abandonment. And so understanding, I guess maybe looking into your chart, your Chiron, when I found out what my Chiron was, it made a lot of sense to me. And I'm not super familiar with that subject in general with astrology. But when I found it out, as I've been watching more readings and understanding like how the placements affect who we are, where we come from, and where we're going, is like it's almost been a way to ground myself in the knowing that in me healing myself and working on that through myself, not only does it help in a twin flame journey, whether it's monadic twin flame, the journey within yourself, or it's with an actual physical representation of a divine masculine or a divine feminine, right? It is about practicing that self-love. I resonate as a divine feminine, and also am working on my monadic, working on my own self-integration, right? So it's about taking those experiences, transmuting them out, and giving them back to others. And I've been trying to do that for a long time in my life. That's why I went into counseling as someone who was very young. I got my master's degree when I was 24, so pretty much the earliest you could get a master's. I just went right through school. I worked full time. I did a lot of stuff because I really wanted to do exactly that. And so this is just a reminder for all of us, and I'm really hearing divine feminine here today. Let's get to the third one here. All right. 89. Merkaba activation. Ground, shield, and protect. Okay. Your spiritual light body is housed within a sacred geometrical shape called the Merkaba star, which you can see here in blue. It is your soul chariot, which is encoded with divine love and programmed to wake you up to your true self. As you remove energetic interferences, hold on, I'm trying to turn the page, and raise your vibration, it prompts your energetic field to emit signals that are distinct to your unique soul frequency, creating a direct line of spiritual communication between you and the higher realms. The six-pointed star acts as your soul's vehicle that transports your higher consciousness and enables you to ascend into higher spiritual dimensions. It contains your emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical being in every timeline, space, dimension, and reality. It also shields and protects you while anchoring your energy into the earth. This card suggests that you program your ascension vehicle with specific intentions. This will help transmute lower frequency energies that have blocked you from achieving your greater good, which will raise your energetic frequency. Activating and elevating your electromagnetic field generates your higher good and brings your heart's desires into form. Yep, that's exactly what I was actually channeling for this. And I was seeing the chariot as it was talking about your spiritual vehicle, right? So I wonder if we'll see that. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple cards, and then underneath I have mystical messages, which is follow the signs. So for whatever reason, I have the I grabbed the Souls on Fire deck. Normally I use this for the second half of the Twinflame energy spread that I do whenever I do that reading. So I think there's a reason why I'm grabbing that one, because my other one is just right here. There's no reason for me to grab this deck, except for one, I read this one more intuitively because the faces are very distinct on this deck. And then number two, I usually get a lot of messages from Spirit. So I'm going to take the intuitive nudge from Spirit to go ahead and make this spiritual messages to the divine feminine. I'm going to pull your general energy, and then I'll ask some questions about it, and then I'm going to get something from Spirit. Okay, tell me about divine feminine. Let's get a couple cards here. I'm going to get one overall, and then I'm going to get 3 cards. So what would you like to talk today about Spirit? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, awesome. That's like yes to pretty much everything I was just talking about here, which is such wonderful confirmation. 9 of Cups. Wow, I can't stop smiling. 9 of Pentacles. Chariot. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. That's the confirmation. I was feeling the Chariot card. That's exactly what I was talking about. So this is about the transmutation, like I was talking about, I'm seeing something, a distortion in that. Sometimes I see like orbs or distortions. So I do point it out when I see it and it's obvious. So this is about your personal freedom is going to be unleashed when you begin to transmute the nurturing that you needed for yourself as your inner child energy, and give yourself the things that you were not given, to reprogram and be able to transmute the energy out. And they're reminding you to protect yourself as you're doing that. And this is about, to me, this is about diligence. This is about, having it all. With the 10 of Pentacles here, I'm seeing out of the 5 cards that I'm looking at right now, 3 of the 5 are about tangible, making this tangible. And so this is all about making something real, planting the seed for yourself. And these are flowers. Remember, I was saying these 3 cards here were flowers. And look at this. This is the seed. And these are the flowers that are beginning to grow. So that's why I was being pulled to this deck. Because the regular Ace of Pentacles, you don't see that much greenery. Whereas here, Spirit's reminding me that's what you see. And then also with the painted nails, it does appear to be more of a feminine hand there, right? In doing so, the wish fulfillment comes with the steady progress. And as you complete this progress that you're working through now, it's about the steady pace of the Knight of Pentacles, right? The slow and steady movement of this Knight of Pentacles is going to give you this with this activation here. So that's what I'm seeing for this. I would really like to get a little bit of support from Spirit in terms of advice. So let's do a couple cards of advice. Couple cards of advice before we go. Couple cards. King of Swords. Sorry, King of Swords. Knight of Swords. 7 of Swords. 3 of Wands. Emperor. So as you know, this is obviously about your own integration. So I can read it 2 ways. I can read it in terms of a monadic twin flame masculine feminine integration, which would be speaking your truth, making decisions for yourself, cutting out things that are not honest, either within yourself or with other people in your life, to be able to give yourself what you're needing here, turning your back on that. I mean, I'm really seeing that here. Turning your back on it in anticipation, turning your back and anticipation. Usually I see it as one or the other, like this coming in for you, something that you, this manifestation of this seed, the flower coming out, right? But in doing so, it brings in your masculine energy, whether that is this masculine energy doing this on their side and you doing your feminine side, right? Or this is you integrating it within yourself, or maybe it's both. But the Emperor's here to say hello. And the Emperor's here to say, this is how this is coming together right now for you. So if this resonates, and then we have this Magician underneath, this is you saying, and here I'm being drawn to the Pentacle again, you have all the tools that you need in order to do this. You're transmuting this yourself. When I kept saying transmute, 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 the book's saying transmute. That's what the word of the day is. Like on Sesame Street, the word of the day, okay? It's transmutation. It's transmuting your feminine energy here to plant the seeds for yourself for this rebirth through practicing self-love and getting yourself into this energy through the daily practices. So that could be through, channeling, that could be through meditation, the self-care acts that you need to do to get you there into that high vibe state in which you're able to push that out and give that out to others. But then also, it's about using the tools at your disposal to, once you get into that place, it's activating this Merkaba activation and the transmutation is happening, which is leading to either your physical divine masculine coming toward you or you beginning to be able to incorporate that more into yourself, okay? So, a lot of us are, divine feminines are not, we're constantly working on the balance of the masculine feminine energies in different ways, right? So how I'm really seeing this today is about making it balanced. I'm seeing these balancing cards of the grounding, the receiving, the planting, the flowering of the divine feminine. And then I'm seeing the action, the turning the back on things, the 3D and the Emperor coming out here. So I'm seeing both of those things. So that's what I have for you today. I really hope something that I said resonated for you. If it does, please subscribe to my channel. like and share to show your support. And I'll see you next time for our next message. Bye.